Whether you're thinking about buying a home or selling a home,
Trish Sells ATL can help.
with the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunities are better than ever.
Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead, 404-604-3800,
or text or call 404-819-4495.
Please also visit my website at TrishSellsATL.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSellsATL.com.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hey, you know how we start off our weekly real estate update, y'all. You already know how we do it with our 90s R&B. We do not own the rights to this music, but we own the rights to get us in a little jammy jam, y'all. It's hump day. It's the middle of the work week, y'all. So I just need you to move and groove. Tag, like, and share. Let them know that Trish Sells ATL is on the air. She got bars, y'all. Yes. Come on. Tag, like, and share so that we can get this thing started and finished. Yes. Let's go. Hey. Tag, like, and share. Y'all know the 90s is undefeated. We pay homage to it every Wednesday. That's how we start off. Hey. Yes. Come on, Total and Biggie. Can't you see? You need to list with Trish. You ready to buy a house? You need to call us. 404-819-4495. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Okay, y'all done had enough time to tag, like, and share. You know, I don't want Facebook and all of them taking down my video. You know how they do. They're like, hey, are you using that fairly? I am. I'm using it for you guys' entertainment, for my weekly real estate update. Shouts out to my podcast family. What's good? So glad to be back on another Wednesday. I am pre-recording this because guess what? Trish has a leadership meeting today, but I wanted to make sure that I brought you guys the real estate news, the real estate tea. So let's go. Let's get into it, y'all. So let me pull my screen up. Yes. This is me. This is she. I gave myself a little haircut, y'all, but we rocking and we rolling. You know, it's summertime, so you got to shed off the dead weight and the dead hair. Okay, so let's go. The number one question that I am asked every week over week, month after month, day after day, year after year, Trish, how's the market? And so we look at these numbers weekly. If you go back historically on my YouTube, on my Facebook, on Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them, I give y'all the stats most weeks. Out of 52 weeks, you get them from me at least 40, okay? So listen, we had 110 new listings to hit the market, y'all. 110 new listings to hit the market. We had 332 people go under contract. 332 people, y'all. Listen, now is the time to buy. And we had 124 closings from last Monday to this past Monday. We had 124 new closings. Y'all listen, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Please get off of the fence. If you are a buyer, please give us a call, 404-819-4495. If you are a seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, list with Trish, get off the fence. We will get you top dollar for your property. Please schedule a consultation. Hey, Trish, I want to talk about selling my home. I'm thinking about it. What's going on in the market? I'll be happy to speak with you. Call or text me 404-819-4495 so that we can schedule an appointment and that I can speak to you about what is going on in this market. Under contract, my commercial property that is in Snellville, y'all. We are getting very close to the closing. So it is still under contract. We have gotten through the due diligence period. The appraisers have went out. We are happy to report all is well right now. This is week to week, y'all, but we are still under contract. My seller is accepting backup offers until we close. And so if you are someone that is interested in a medical building, please give me a call or text 404-819-4495. You can also email us at info@trishsellsatl.com. Credit essentials for home buyers. The number one reason people say they are not buying right now is because of their credit. It is not the interest rates. It is credit. And so guess what? Every week we provide a credit essentials for home buyers webinar. Please text me, hey, Trish, send me the link, 404-819-4495, or email us, info@trishsellsatl.com. If you are on Instagram, Facebook, if you go to the link, my website, link in bio, go to my link tree, the link to sign up for this is in there. It is held every Friday, so you don't have to go this Friday if you cannot. You can schedule it for a time that's good for you. It is about 1 hour, and it tells you about some credit essentials to get your credit jump started. Listen, if you are having some credit challenges, go to this webinar. We will talk. I'm going to set up an appointment with you because here's the thing. A lot of people try to repair their credit on their own. And so in order for you to get home purchase ready, it is ideal for you to speak with a mortgage professional so that they can see what's on your credit and what will actually count towards your score. And so one of the reasons why we love this Credit Essentials webinar is because they work directly with Supreme Lending. Supreme Lending is one of our lender partners. And so she knows exactly what the banks are looking for when it comes to your credit. And so that's why we jumpstart you guys here. We get you set up with the lender so that we can sit down and look at the big picture and strategize on getting you home purchase ready. So call or text 404-819-4495. Trish, I need the Credit Essentials link. Email us, info@trishsellsatl.com so that we can get your credit jump started. I also have Ask Trish. Of course, that's where you can ask me questions anonymously. Sometimes you don't want to put stuff in the comments. You can always direct message me as well. But I have a link in my link tree, Ask Trish, if it's anything real estate related. I answer that question. Sometimes I make a video and say, hey, this person asked me this question. Here's the answer to it, because there's no such thing as a dumb question. And so that same question that you have, somebody else may have. And so that's why I kind of open up that line of communication, because sometimes people are afraid of asking questions online. You got little nasty internet trolls that try to get on your comment or say something and nobody was even talking to them, right? And so this gives you a safe space to go ahead and ask any questions that you may have regarding the real estate market. So hit my link tree. It's in there too. Our second quarter sales stats are in, you guys. Second quarter. Now, I've been promising y'all these stats since the end of June, because that was the end of second quarter. And so we received our stats this past week. I went ahead and got everything together so that you guys can see how Trish Sells ATL Real Estate Group is doing. And so for the second quarter of 2023, we closed in sales volume $2,745,584, y'all. We closed 8 units, 7 residential properties, 1 commercial. Thank you to our clients. Thank you to our family, our friends, our referral partners, everybody who refers us business. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know y'all been hearing stuff about the market, but we are so grateful to God, who is the head of this business, for giving us the strength, the tenacity, the wherewithal to have this accomplishment in the second quarter of 2023. This market has been challenging, but we are grateful to still be in it to win it, y'all. And this is just second quarter. This is not our total for the year. And so we are grateful and thankful as we press through. So if you are someone that you know is looking for a realtor, looking for a real estate group to assist them with commercial, land, and residential sales, we can assist. You can give us a call, 404-819-4495. Text us at that number as well. Or email us info@trishsellsatl.com. We are so thankful, honored, and blessed to be able to still be in a market that has been a challenge. But guess what? We stay 10 toes down and we will never fold. Amen. Amen. Moving on to our real estate breaking news, brought to you by the Atlanta Business Chronicles. Low housing supply expected to keep Atlanta mortgages high. Now, y'all know I always bring y'all the good. I always bring y'all the good news. But today I said, let me bring you the reality of what's really going on in Atlanta. And it is the low housing supply. That's why I keep trying to encourage our sellers. Hey, if you have equity in your home, go ahead and put your home on the market. Because the housing supply is low, there is a greater demand. So chances that your property will sell and sell quickly are highly likely, okay? And so with that being said, interest rates, that's also the topic of conversation. But if you have enough equity in your home to put it on the market, sell it, and make a profit, you could use some of that profit to buy down your interest rate. You can buy down your interest rate. You can buy down your points. And so there is a method to the madness. There are solutions to the problems, because a lot of people say, well, Trish, I'm at a 2 or 3% of my interest rate. I don't want to go up to a 7. I understand. However, if you have equity in your home, you have the capacity to buy down your rate to definitely a lower rate. And so that's the solution to that problem. But if you have been thinking about putting your home on the market, you have been on the fence about it, this article expressly states that because of the low housing supply, it's kind of keeping mortgages high. When there's a plethora of homes on the market, and buyers have a lot to choose from, and there is a buyer's market, then prices have to kind of go down. Prices are still up in Atlanta. I keep telling y'all, do not sleep on the ATL. We are an anomaly. Listen, do not sleep on ATL. So with that being said, because, we have low supply, that's keeping prices high. That's keeping the rates where they are, and that's keeping mortgages high, y'all. So sellers, I know you may be, afraid to take the plunge. They do have some reasonable homes if you're trying to step it up that are kind of worth your while. I was talking to a colleague yesterday about a brand new home community that is in Douglasville, Georgia, $600,000, but it is a great build. So, I just wanted to put that bug in your ear. There is new construction now. And I told you Atlanta is number 4 in the nation when it comes to where builders are coming to construct homes. And so I just wanted to put that bug in your ear, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, that low supply can work for your good. You cannot be afraid. Or if it doesn't make sense, I always say, marry the house, date the rate. You should always be putting yourself in a position to get that rate down. And if you start from the beginning by taking some of that profit to buy your points down so that you'll be very close to where you are now and get something that's possibly brand new or, you know, bigger, step up, beautiful, or even if you're downsizing, right? You have the capacity to do that, but we just have to sit down and strategize about what that looks like for you. And I'm more than happy to do it. You can give me a call, text 404-819-4495. You can also email me info@TrishSellsATL.com, and we'll get an appointment set up for you so we can chat about your goals. You know, I understand, I get it, I understand the challenge of this market, but I can tell you that real estate is still the number one single most asset for wealth building when it comes to families, when it comes to investment. We see the Dow and NASDAQ going up and down, up and down, up and down. So does real estate values. However, most real estate holds its value, and it's one of the top assets when it comes to investment. So I just want to drop that bug in your ear, Mr. and Miss Seller. Come on, listen with Trish, get those homes on the market. Let's get into our commercial news, and we've already pretty much talked about this. Fairburn, Georgia, I decided to run this article again and how they are really developing this city. They are building homes. They're making the Fairburn downtown district, they're making it, they're increasing the walkability score. So they're building apartments and condos around that downtown area so people can just walk out of their homes and they can go and eat at the different shops. Georgia Military College is one of the college campuses that is in Fairburn, Georgia right now. It houses the STEM Global Impact Academy in there as well. And so when it comes to education, the walkability score is going to increase. They already have shops down there, including Oz Pizza. We're a big fan of Oz. He has a location in East Point, Fairburn, and in Peachtree City. And shouts out to the economic developer who has been, her name is Sylvia Abernathy. She has really, really done an awesome job with developing Fairburn, you know, into a desirable place to live. This is Oz Pizza, which I was talking about before. So again, you know, they're doing new construction in Fairburn. They are building everywhere, y'all. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. Don't allow what you're seeing on the news. And that's why I get on here every day, y'all. I'm like literally immersed into the real estate market, what's going on with it, the highs, the low. You know, some days I feel like I'm at Six Flags, y'all. I do. However, I can tell you that real estate, it has its perks. You know, you just got to step out on faith. You know, one of the benefits of working with me is you get a good prayer, you know, but you just got to step out on faith, you know, and know that it's a wise investment. You know, you always want to look at it from the investment standpoint. It is a wise investment. We just highlighted Fairburn with all the construction and the things that they are doing to expand that downtown, increase the walkability to make it a desirable place to live. So kudos, Miss Abernathy. Thank you so much for all that you're doing for the south side of town. Yeah, so let's get into this mortgage news, y'all. I know y'all been like watching the news. Like, I get it. Right? So our update from our mortgage lender, Jennifer Anderson Smith with Regions Bank, talks about some of the things that have changed, y'all. And so since the COVID-19 pandemic, I mean, God, thank you. I just can't remember being in the pandemic. So talking about it like it's in the past, it's like, whew, are we over that hump? Hopefully so. But again, this one speaks to the limited inventory of for sale homes. And so it is fiercely competitive to acquire these properties. And so that's why I say, Mr. and Miss Seller, get off of that fence. Go ahead and make this profit, and then put that money, invest it into your dream home, or downsize and pay for another home for cash. So that way you don't have that mortgage every month. Like, it's so many opportunities because it is still a seller's market. As long as we have a limited inventory, it will be a seller's market. Okay. It is fiercely competitive, y'all. So one of the other updates was that in 2019, 30% of borrowers could not afford a 5% down payment, even though the median income, the median price of a home in the U.S. was like $274,600. Right now in Atlanta and surrounding, the median home price is about $350,000, y'all. So it has jumped. It has jumped. Buyers are faced, like I said, right now nationally it's $392,800. In Atlanta it's $350,000. So that was back in 2019. And then buyers who cannot afford the 4 or 5%, now the Federal Housing Administration has different programs. They have 3.5% down with FHA, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac. They require only 3% down. They have lender credits, you know, that some lenders are giving. I know Anquani McSwain with Rocket Mortgage, they're running a special right now where they're contributing $3,000 to your closing costs. Jennifer Anderson Smith, who gave us this article, they do like a $5,000 grant towards closing costs. Active military members, veterans, and surviving spouses, they may be eligible for 0 down loan through Department of Veteran Affairs of the VA. So there are, you know, ways out there to get your down payment. They do have down payment assistance, like with Invest Atlanta. So there are options, buyers, if you want to purchase a home. Just give us a call, 404-819-4495, or email us, info@TrishSellsATL.com, so that we can assist you in navigating these waters. And it just talked about how the rates rose a little bit following the release of jobs data. And the biggest thing was they added 209 jobs, which lowered the unemployment rate, but they came back and said that, and it may not be on this article, but the payrolls jumped up, and of course, you know, they're looking at the interest rates based on the jobs that are created and people that are hired, because they're kind of trying to determine, okay, how should these rates go based on who is being hired, who is being fired, but mostly who is being hired. And so right now, mortgage rates are in the 7% range. This is the highest they have been since late May. However, as I said before, you can buy your rate down, y'all. But the unemployment rate revealed that hiring slowed in June, but it did remain strong because they added 209,000 jobs, which lowered the unemployment rate by 0.1%. They had estimated that 225 jobs would be added. So they fell a little bit short, but it's still a lot of jobs that are being added. And so they look at, you know, the interest rates based on a 1/5 basis point, basically, of the anticipated employment report, y'all. So they're looking at how many jobs are created, who's getting paid what, to determine what these interest rates are going to be. Interesting, to say the least. But you know, it's my job to bring y'all the news, the juice, and the tea, and that's exactly what I do. Moving on to what Miss Sonia Truitt with PRMG Mortgage let us know about buying a home. And as a buyer, whether you're a first-time or move-up buyer, some things that you should consider when purchasing a home. Mr. and Miss Seller, when you sell your house and now you're trying to move on to the next house. Buy now, refinance later. Marry the house, date the rate. Same concept. Make a larger down payment. Same concept, y'all. This came from a totally different mortgage article than what I literally preach every single Wednesday, y'all. So, and then consider a shorter term loan. The shorter term loan is going to have the higher payment, but it'll be paid off faster. And so while everybody's situation is different, I'm hearing shorter loan terms. I'm also hearing about longer loan terms in order to make things work. So just wanted to put that on your radar. And for those of you who will be moving soon, summer is the most popular season when it comes to moving for households, especially with school-age children. People want to move before the kids go back to school. My family's like, I'm a huge advocate for that. They call me, Trish, we got to move before these kids go back to school. I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's do it. And so these are just some tips before you start packing. Declutter and purge. Declutter and purge. Declutter and purge. What did I say? Purge. I said plurge. That's what I get for trying to do all that dancing and stuff online. But seriously, declutter and then purge any items that you no longer need to save. Items you no longer need. You can have a garage sale, yard sale, moving sale, but purge those items and make your little money. If you're using your PTO days, take an additional day. So if you're moving, you took off Friday to move Friday, Saturday, Sunday, please take off Monday so that way you can rest and get your body back in order. Load the heaviest items near the front of the truck so that way all items kind of distribute that way evenly. And these are suggestions and tips that we're getting from Sonia Truitt with PRMG. When loading the bigger items, visualize what might shift if the driver is forced to stop suddenly. So will anything slide forward and damage another item? Make a list of everyone who will need your new address. Still looking for their dream home? Contact us today. Yes. Thank you so much for providing this information. Sonia Truitt, one of our lender partners with PRMG. Yes, Trish Sells ATL, your innovative, strategist, and visionary for the Trish Sells ATL Real Estate Group. As I said before, we are still in the seller's market. So Mr. and Miss Seller, list with Trish. Our process is pretty simple. You reach out to me, you call, you text, your email. Hey Trish, I'm thinking about selling my home. I get the address to your home, and then I do a comparative market analysis just based on market data, what's going on in the market. We have a mini consultation, and then we schedule a time for me to come out to look at your property. And so when I come out to look at it, I look at the condition and how it shapes up with the properties that are already on the market, the properties that have sold. And that's when we nail down a list price and we sign all documents to get you on the market. So from there, any suggestions that I may have concerning repairs, cleaning, decluttering, purging, any of those things, I would have made those recommendations when I come to your home. We can also schedule, if you like, for one of our inspectors to come out and do a pre-inspection. So that way, when buyers come in and they try to negotiate and they say, well, my inspector said this is wrong, that's wrong, blah, 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 but you already have a pre-inspection. So you already know what's going on with the property. So if they want to negotiate, then you already have expert data. And you can also use that to say, well, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and repair this so that the buyer won't try to drive the price down with repair. So that works both ways, y'all. And so we get it ready, get it in photo condition, get it picture ready so that my photographer can come and take pictures, and then we can get your property listed on the market. So a very, very fluid process, even with our buyers. Hey, Trish, I'm ready to buy a house. We schedule a buyer consultation. We speak with you about what you're looking for, your goals, how soon you need to move. Some people are in leases, and so they're being proactive. What do I need to do? We welcome it. Call or text 404-819-4495. Email us info@TrishSellsATL.com. We schedule that appointment. If you haven't been connected with the lender, we get you connected with one of our lenders. And so after you get connected with the lender, we do our onboarding. If you're already connected with the lender, we get you scheduled for your buyer onboarding. And that is when you sign your buyer brokerage agreement, hiring us as your realtor. It is required that if we're going to represent you in any real estate transaction, that you have to sign a buyer brokerage agreement with the real estate firm that is representing you. And so, yes, that is a Georgia law, y'all. So I know people say, oh, well, so-and-so said that they'll show me the property. They'll show it to you, but do they represent you? Do they represent your best interest? And that's what you have to understand. Am I just looking, or do I need somebody to represent me and my best interest at heart? And that's what the Trish Sells Atlanta group, we represent our clients, and we always have their best interests at heart. So yep, buying process is a process, and the process be processing. But listen, we have sold a plethora of homes. We have held hands. We have walked them through. We've seen folks get married, have babies. We've seen people pass away. So listen, we understand that this is all a process. We've seen divorces. We've seen children graduate. Like, listen, y'all, it's such a process, but it's an enjoyable process that we absolutely love to assist our community with real estate. And so lease purchase programs, I haven't been hearing a lot about them lately, y'all. I haven't been hearing a lot. Now, Divvy, because we work with 4 programs, Trio, Pathway Homes, Divvy, and Home Partners of America. Divvy sent me a link like the other day saying, hey, these are some of the homes that we have available, Trish. So, if I see anything worth posting on there, I always check my social media. If I see something that, I want you guys to see or want you guys to know, I always try to put it on my social media. So we still working with the lease purchase programs. I haven't heard a lot about them, y'all, but hey, it is what it is, friends. It is what it is, friends. My weekly real estate update, I get on here every Wednesday. For those of you who are new, like, who is this girl? I am a realtor in the Atlanta market. I just celebrated my 15-year real estate anniversary. Thank you, God, because it really started off of a humbug, and it has just been such a blessing to my life. I'm so grateful. But with that being said, I'm on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube, LinkedIn. I also have a podcast, y'all. It's called the Southern Belle of the ATL. We try to keep it real Southern funky playalistic in my outcast voice because I'm from Atlanta. So understand that I am going to represent my city professionally and like an AT alien, right? And so, yes, I have a podcast as well. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Amazon Alexa, iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, all of the streaming platforms. Once YouTube podcast gets up, it'll be on there too. On my YouTube channel, I have videos from past historic lives. So if you ever want to go back and look at it, it's a home buyer seminar, seller seminar. Like, it's so much information on there, especially for people who love to YouTube. You have a plethora of information on there. So please feel free. You go to my YouTube channel, put in Trish Sells Atlanta, and my channel pops up. Trish, what area do you cover? It's just not the ATL. It's ATL and surrounding. This is a map of actual closed properties, okay? And so we've been as far up as Calhoun, as far south as Jackson, Georgia, like in between Griffin and Locust Grove, as far east as Carrollton, Georgia, y'all, and then as far west as Covington. And so we cover a vast amount. We go where our clients want to go, okay? That's how we deal with real estate, consulting and training services. That is for other realtors. If you feel like, hey, Trish, I need some assistance, how do you do what you do? How can you help me build my business? I'm more than happy to assist. But it is not for free. You have to invest in yourself and your education when it comes to building your business. I've invested thousands of dollars. And while my fees are not astronomical, you have to learn now how to invest in yourself so that you can reap what you sow in the benefits of a viable real estate business. These are our stats once again. I put them at the bottom because I'm going to delete them from the top, but I just wanted you guys to know what our stats were. Shouts out to the other half of Trish Sells Atlanta, James Butler. Thank you so much for all that you do to keep our buyers secured, out here showing, just doing your thing while I'm out here showing, doing our thing, and doing what we must do for the Trish Sells ATL Real Estate Group. Do we have any questions, concerns, comments? Y'all drop them in the comment section. If you don't want to put them there, you can always hit the link in my link tree called Ask Trish. We are more than happy to assist you. And if I don't have any questions, I'm going to give y'all about 30 seconds. We can go ahead and get out of here for today. Yes. Do we have any questions, concerns? Because if we don't, I will see you guys next week. Yes. Come on. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to my weekly real estate update. I will see you guys next week. Have a blessed day, y'all. Have a blessed day.